Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up after Rhea Ripley and LA Knight. Another WWE superstar lost their title, this time in NXT. Triple H has now reacted to a shocking title change tonight. During the main event of NXT Roadblock, Julia and Stephanie Vaca faced each other in a winner-takes-all match. The two women engaged in a barn-burner contest, which ended with the Dark Angel coming out on top. As a result, Stephanie Vaca became a double champion, holding the NXT Women's Championship and the Women's North American Championship at the same time. Julia's fairy-tale run with the gold ended at 64 days. After the show, Triple H took to his official X, formerly Twitter, handle to congratulate the newly crowned champion. The Beautiful Madness was said to be dealing with an injury heading into her title defense tonight. There's no word on what the company has in store for Julia. Is she going to take some time off? Or will she receive a main roster call-up ahead of WrestleMania 41? Only time will tell. For weeks, the WWE Universe had been abuzz with speculation. Whispers of internal turmoil, shifting power dynamics, and an impending dethroning had set social media on fire. Fans eagerly tuned in, waiting for a moment that would redefine the landscape of professional wrestling. And when it finally happened, when the unthinkable unfolded before their eyes, it wasn't just a loss. It was a seismic shift in the WWE. The night the reigning champion fell, the entire world watched in stunned silence. A dominant force, once thought to be untouchable, was finally dethroned. The men behind the reign, behind the empire, Triple H, had remained silent throughout the chaos. But now, the game was ready to speak. The moment played out like a perfectly scripted tragedy. The champion, whose reign had stretched over a historic number of days, stood tall as the challenger entered the ring. The tension was palpable. Every step, every glance, every flicker of movement seemed to carry the weight of history. The battle was brutal. The champion fought like a cornered beast, but something was different. The aura of invincibility had cracks. The challenger, younger and hungrier, sensed it. The tides were shifting, and for the first time in what felt like an eternity, doubt crept into the champion's eyes. A final, devastating finishing move sent the champion crashing onto the mat. 1, 2, 3. The WWE Universe erupted. Some cheered in euphoria. Others stood in stunned disbelief. The dethroned superstar, exhausted and beaten, sat in the center of the ring, staring at the bright lights above, as if trying to comprehend what had just happened. But behind the scenes, in the corridors of power, there was another storm brewing. The man who had orchestrated this empire, who had nurtured and guided this champion's reign, had yet to speak. For months, Triple H had remained composed, his poker face unshakable. He had carefully constructed this dynasty, elevating the dethroned superstar to near-mythical status. But now that the empire had crumbled, questions arose. Had he seen this coming? Had he orchestrated it? Or had he lost control of his own creation? Reporters, analysts, and fans demanded answers. Yet, the game remained silent. It was during a WWE press conference that the world finally heard from the King of Kings. Dressed sharply in a tailored suit, Triple H took the stage, his expression unreadable. He leaned into the microphone, his voice steady, measured. "Everything in this business evolves," he began, his words carrying the weight of decades in the industry. Champions rise. Champions fall. But the WWE never stops. The room was tense. He had not directly addressed the dethroned superstar, but the message was clear. No one is bigger than the machine. "I have nothing but respect for what was accomplished during this reign," Triple H continued. "But the WWE is about moments, and what we witnessed was a moment that will be talked about for years to come." Was I surprised? No, because in this business, you're only as good as your last match. The hunger of the next man in line is always greater. That's the nature of what we do. And if you can't adapt, you get left behind. The statement sent shockwaves through the industry. Some took it as a subtle message to the dethroned champion. Adapt or fade away. Others saw it as the ultimate endorsement of the new title holder. When asked whether this marked the end of an era, Triple H's response was both cryptic and ominous. "Nothing truly ends in WWE," he said with a smirk. "It only transforms." Fans dissected every word. Was this a hint at a redemption arc? Would the fallen champion rise again? Or was this a quiet admission that WWE was moving forward, leaving the dethroned superstar in the past? Social media exploded. Theories ran wild. Some believed this was all part of a master plan, a long-term story culminating in an even greater rivalry. Others feared that the dethroned superstar might never recover from the fall. Backstage sources revealed that the dethroned superstar was taking the loss hard. The championship had defined them, elevated them to a status few had ever achieved. To lose it in such a dramatic fashion on such a grand stage was a bitter pill to swallow. Insiders hinted at tension. Conversations between the fallen champion and Triple H had reportedly been intense. Some suggested that the superstar felt blindsided, that the loss wasn't just a storyline defeat, but a deeper betrayal. Yet, Triple H remained unwavering. In his eyes, the WWE had always been about evolution, and in evolution, only the strongest survived. With a new champion at the helm, the WWE Universe braced for what came next. Would the dethroned superstar seek revenge? Would they vanish only to return stronger than ever? Or was this truly the end of a chapter? Triple H had left the door open, but he had also made one thing very clear. No one, not even the greatest champions, were untouchable. As the WWE Universe speculated, one thing was certain: wrestling was at its most unpredictable. And that, after all, was exactly how the game liked it.